I'm so curious how many steps today was.
This is a live reaction, folks.
Oh my.
Today we are pushing the human body to its physical limits.
At least our bodies.
Because we're gonna be walking farther than we've ever walked before.
We are walking from the very top of Manhattan to the very bottom, all in one day.
And trying to check off all our bucket list items along the way.
Time for the bucket list. Bucket list item number 1, find the best cookie in all of New York City.
Number 2, visit historical landmarks. Plenty of coffee pit stops, because if we're not caffeinated throughout this entire process, we're doing something wrong. That also may involve emergency bathroom breaks. We'll see.
Plenty of spontaneous adventures, because if we're not having fun today, then what's the point? We want to explore at least 3 parks, this being one of them.
Don't get hit by a car.
Somehow make it to our dinner reservation at 5:45. Otherwise, we will be charged $50.
Go see a Broadway show. And lastly, touch the most northern and southern parts of Manhattan.
Okay,
let's go.
This is definitely going to be the hilliest part of our journey. I watched so many different versions of this video online, and this seems like it's going to be the hardest part of our journey. That being said, I really hope we can actually make it downtown before the sun goes down, because every single video I watched, no one made it past like 59th Street by like 6 p.m.
Oh, really?
So I think we're going to do better than that today. We're going to have to keep that New York pace. Okay, first stop. I think we need a little bit of coffee.
You might be wondering why we're even doing this challenge. Well, Lucy's been begging me to do it since she saw someone else do it on TikTok, and since we're about to start long distance marriage, we knew it was now or never.
First unexpected adventure, such a cute farmer's market. The urge to buy something is real, but then we do have to lug it, so we're passing. Good, just the 12-ounce iced oat lattes. We got an iced oat latte taste test. That's solid, super solid.
Okay, we got our coffee, and now this is our first big push when it comes to walking. We've got an hour-long walk to our next destination, and I don't really know what the pace should be. I think we should be going quicker than we think we should be going, catch up on time.
Yeah.
We're 45 minutes behind, but pretty much right now we're just on Broadway. We're gonna take a straight shot down to Broadway to learn some history about New York. A gas station, something you do not always see in New York, eh? Need some gas?
Pump me up. Let me listen to my blog.
Okay, next bucket list item is to visit a historic landmark. And we actually, we found this sign over here that literally says historic landmark.
I think we can check this one off the list. Let's do a little walking tour and give the history that I just learned 10 minutes ago. I think why this place is so famous in particular is because during the Revolutionary War, at one point George Washington used this place as like a military headquarters for about 5 weeks, and then there were like several like large luxurious events here. What's crazy to me is Manhattan, well, New York City at the time, like it ended at Chambers Street, which is really interesting. So technically this was like 11 miles north out of the city in the farmland, which is funny because it's now like Hamilton Heights area. So
the inside of the home is open to the public and it is free, but it doesn't open for another 30 minutes because we gotta keep walking.
time's a ticking.
We're gonna have to keep this
Keep this show on the road. I think we need a protein bar. I'm a much nicer person.
And just like that, we now have another hour-long walk to our next destination. All right, we are hitting park number 2. This is St. Nicholas Park. There's a lot of these like little skinny parks up here on the top of Manhattan that are leading us on our way down.
Let's do a little expectations revisiting. How are we doing versus the expectations we thought we were doing mood-wise?
Mood-wise, I would say spirits are high, but we're also
agree.
literally still just in like the first, feels like 10% of this walk.
No.
So this is one of my favorite buildings in all of New York City. Objectively, I think it's the prettiest church in all of New York City as well. I know some people really like St. John's Cathedral? St. Patrick's Cathedral, you're right. Here's a little bit of history if you're interested in learning a little bit more about this church. I don't know anything currently, so that's why it's there. Let's go inside, check this out. So unfortunately, it does cost $15 to look inside.
I've never been to a church in New York that costs money. Have you?
I have not. I feel like it's super common in like other countries, but yeah, no, never in New York.
We felt so silly. Our next stop is lunch on the Upper West Side.
Ooh, we need a good sit. We need some fuel.
We didn't talk about it in the moment, but the second that we sat down, we hit a wall. This was the first time that we literally sat down in the entire day, and we were feeling it. We've only checked off one bucket list item, we're not even to the halfway point, and we had genuine concerns that we were not going to finish. But if one thing was motivating us for sure, it was the fact that we didn't want to get charged $50 for not showing up to our dinner reservation. So, with the dream in our heart, we pressed on.
I thought I would get more energy from that food than I actually got. I think I feel asleep now.
I could take a nap.
Like, I feel like I could close my eyes and walk the rest of this way.
All right, we are about to hit up our third park of the day. I'm guessing we're gonna be walking collectively 60,000 steps today.
I'm guessing collectively 70,000.
At this point, whatever the thumbnail is, you already know. I'm excited to eventually answer the question, was this worth it?
I know.
Should you try this yourself?
Do they know what they're in for next? I think some of you may realize after Central Park, we get into...
All right, Lucy. Are you ready to enter the butt crack of New York City?
It's my first time in Times Square. I really wonder what it's like.
The lights on the billboards, the chicken fingers, and even the occasional hot dog. What's not to love about this?
Don't get hit by a car. Can I say something crazy?
Yeah.
I feel like low-key Times Square is giving me my energy back.
We made it through Times Square in one piece. And you're right, it did kind of feel like an ice bath. I feel rejuvenated.
An ice bath. You said that. That's funny.
But I'm very excited for our next spot. We are gonna get what we think is the best cookie in all of New York City.
Culture espresso. Okay, there is nothing better than a little treat and a little coffee. I'm so excited.
Okay, I've actually never tried the peanut butter one. So this is actually a first for me. Oh, that's
Unfortunate news. Chance of light rain in next hour. We don't have an umbrella, we don't have a solution. We just have our hopes and dreams to take with us.
all right, let's carry on.
I want everyone to take a moment and think, okay, something spontaneous happened. What would that thing be? And I want you to just like have in your mind what spontaneous thing could have happened to us, because I bet you won't guess what did happen. We got free limes. That's all.
Just a free lime.
Just a free lime. They're trying to advertise their margarita convention. And we got a free lime. No attendance needed. We'll use it. Chandler, be spontaneous? Check.
This is the first time we're actually able to see the very end of Manhattan, like through those buildings, but we're getting close, y'all.
We have 2 hours till the dinner res.
Okay.
But here's what we haven't told you. We have to make it to the end. We do have to take a train back up to the West Village for the dinner res.
Lucy, I think it's time for a walking montage.
Come on, little ladies. Come on.
Okay, we just saw a sign that we're entering into Battery Park.
We're like 20 minutes away from the end.
You and me, everything that we did was wrong. You and me,
Okay, we have a whole new
maybe
obstacle
we
in this series of events.
never was ready.
So the
for
water seems to be
love.
blocked off.
All the fun times we had. Tell me, do
All right,
I miss that?
so we made it from the top to the
To the bottom.
bottom.
All right, Lucy, did we just touch the top and the bottom of Manhattan in one day?
We did. We did it.
That bucket list item is a check.
unless something goes awry, I think we'll check off our next 2 things.
Okay, we might have overestimated how long this was going to take because once we got to the restaurant,
We made it 30 minutes early.
All the games that you played.
and we even had plenty of time to make it to the Broadway show. But there was one thing that we severely underestimated. I'm so curious how many steps today was.
This is a live reaction, folks.
Drum roll, please. You gotta keep going until I read
Oh,
it.
sorry. I'm out of breath.
Oh my gosh. Lucy. I mean, I don't know how accurate this is, but 41,000 steps. That means collectively we walked 80,000
80,000
steps.